Welcome, heroes, to another vlog that I do on the various occasions. As you can probably tell from the title of the video, I'm sorta done with Let's Plays. I know it says done with Let's Plays. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna title it. I'll find out later. Damn it, future Zesh, why don't you tell me these things? But anyways, main reason why I'm going to stop doing Let's Plays as they're traditionally known, which is essentially to play a game for a certain length, cut it up, and then make it into a video to post out, to essentially take a game and chop it up into tons of bits to present it throughout the week. That's kind of pretty much what Let's Plays are nowadays. Couple reasons why I want to stop. Number one, and this is essentially, let me start with the reasoning that kind of pushed me towards this. I am terrible at these things. Thoughts, organize. What has spurred me to finally push this decision? Like, I've been thinking about this for a long time. Essentially, there are videos that I would more prefer to do. There are videos I really would love to do. Like, if you look back to the Survival Deep, How to Survive Survival Deep, or some of my early Skyrim videos where I had little, like, machinima bits put in there, here and there, or, like, some of you might not even know about it, but when I first started, where Melvacor came from, the Wrath of Melvacor, I did a little, like, machinima bit on that. I wanted to do more things like that. Now, the problem I've been struggling with was, essentially, I've been trying to also keep up with creating Let's Plays, because the thing is, like, when I make Let's Plays, various of you do like them, you comment on them, and you like say that you like them, and you know, and it's like, and I like doing that because it does make you happy, and it makes me happy that you guys are happy, and it's not. It's like, I don't know how to express this. It's the damn language brain whack. So the biggest problem right now is that since I started my job, there has been two major things that have been hindering me. One is that I have less time to actually do a lot of the things that I want to do. And two, I have less motivation. The job is extremely draining. I have to do a lot of essentially mental high performance, programming. I have to problem solve. I have to create new solutions. I have to, do tons and tons of research. I have to learn, like, new complete concepts on the fly almost. At least that's how it's been lately. So I don't know. It's just like every time I get back home, I have barely any mental energy to push myself towards doing even the normal video. So I end up falling into the slump of, well, I need to keep something up. So I do at least some of the things that I kind of like, which is like I fall back onto making a Let's Play. Because, like, I do enjoy making a Let's Play to an extent. It's one of those things where it's like, I have a game that I like, and I want to show you guys it. And I want to experience that with you guys by, showing you the video, and then listening to the comments, responding to them on when I'm able to, and then, like, having some interaction there. And the main thing is that I'm, showing you the game in some ways. That way, maybe you guys might want to play those kinds of games, or, sometimes it's just I have an experience that I want to share with you guys. So it kind of creates this, like, almost like we're playing games together in a way. Because, like, one of the there's many reasons why I do YouTube, but one of them is definitely that I want to be a part of communities. I've expressed that in my vlog. I like to be a part of communities. I like to meet new people, make new friends, share new experiences, which could be like games, conferences, whatever. But I don't know, it's like the problem with the Let's Plays is that I look back on them, and while it's its own kind of experience, it's not, I don't know, it's like I look at the videos and I can't share them with anyone because they're this long format there's jokes in there somewhere, but sometimes I skip to them and the context is removed. So it becomes a very like in the time niche thing. And the problem is that in order to get those kinds of things, I have to go in, record for about an hour and a half, edit for another 2-3 hours, depending upon what it is. And then after eventually it's rendered, creating thumbnails and whatnot. And in the end, it's like what it ends up turning into is some of you guys like the stuff that I do. And I really appreciate that. But then like a huge portion of people who are in the channel just toss it away because they're just expecting Dragon Block C, something anime. So it makes me feel like they don't want to share in the experience of the game at all. They just want whatever is the context of the video. So it's going towards a direction of like, is this really something that I'm pushing towards? Because I want to create experiences that we share, because that's what the videos are. It's like, here's a game, it's cool, there's stuff in it, look at this, these are awesome. But then it becomes, where's Dragon Block C? And I'm just thinking like, what about the experiences I'm wanting to show you? But of course I get that a lot of times it's like, I don't want to see that game, I want to see the things I want to see. So it's pushing me to this conclusion that essentially I don't know if it's effort worth spent. Now it's really hard for me to like push to that kind of conclusion, because the thing is, even though there is a small sliver of the channel, when I say small, but it's not really that small in comparison to those who are active on the channel, I do love all of you who do participate and contribute to the community, that whatever small community there is, because like we are a small channel. There's not a huge amount of people who, are interacting, sharing, doing all the things that, you'd see in a lot of YouTube channels. Totally lost my train of thought there. Just like, what was I talking about? So, yeah, it's a lot of things that, in other YouTube channels. The point that I'm trying to make here is that I've not been sure what to do, essentially. Like, I like the interaction that we do have with the Let's Plays, but I've had so many ideas that I've wanted to try and progress towards, because I think you guys might enjoy it more. And on top of that, it'll become videos that I'll be a lot more proud of, that I would want to like push and share to others. And I feel like then I could like try many other things, learn new things, and then we could have much cooler experiences. And then maybe, just maybe, it'd become less about, is there Dragon Block C, or is there more anime, and more about, is there gonna be more of that stuff that you just made because that was cool, that kind of thing. And I don't know, I guess it's maybe a little selfish in that kind of regard, but I do want to make stuff that you guys will enjoy, but I do also want to make stuff that I can look back and also enjoy, or not necessarily that I can look back and be proud of. But that's where it's come to this conundrum, because I do like to share Let's Plays, but I just don't like the byproduct of what is the Let's Play. So I don't want to necessarily, this is why at the beginning I said kinda get rid of Let's Plays. I don't necessarily want to abolish them from the channel. I'm just thinking that I want to try to do them in another way. So far, the current idea that I have is I want to do more live streams. Of course, there is one major problem with the live streams, and that is that not everyone can participate. They're not always going to be at the same time that everyone's going to be around. Now, there's not a whole lot of people who are currently on this channel, so I'm thinking maybe we can find some happy mediums. I could try various different times, and then during those times we could see how things could work. But the thing is, with Let's Plays, I wanted to do the experience of sharing a game with you guys, or sharing an experience and experiencing it with you guys. And there's no better way to do that than a live stream, because when we're playing the game together, that's when we can actually talk to each other. Like, you can't do that in a normal recording. So I feel that will make it meaningful at that point, because then we're playing games together. Of course, the way I'm also thinking about doing it is we'll do the live stream, the video will go up afterwards, and that it'll be kind of like a normal video, which of course is going to be types of videos that I personally wouldn't be proud of afterwards, but at the very least I would be proud of the experience that we had, because then it's no longer me doing stupid crap on my own. It's we're playing a game, we have something that we can share together at that point. And we're a small channel, so I feel this is something that we could do. So that's why I don't want to do the traditional Let's Play, and I want to do more streamed content of Let's Plays. Now, the thing is, I'm not going to necessarily remove that kind of content altogether, but I'm not going to push myself to making this idea of 1 to 2 videos a day as a requirement in order to meet all this illusionary standards I've made for myself that is based on essentially peer pressure from everybody else on YouTube, because it's you have to have 2 videos a day, because otherwise what the hell are you doing? I'm going to make videos as I feel I see fit. That's where I'm going to be pushing it towards. I'm thinking I will push myself to stream more often, so that way we can do more of those experiences. Now, with that, the streams themselves won't have editing time, and they'll essentially have a lot of content to them. So there is things that you can experience with it if you're not able to participate in the live stream. One thing I would recommend is watching segments of it. Of course, if you want to binge watch it, go right ahead. And that way, if you're wanting those long Let's Play content, it's there. I want to try to gear it more towards so we can all participate in the games together, but we'll see how that goes. I might do something that's more like maybe this section based on time frames and whatnot, and then this section based on time frames and whatnot. But we're going to have to experiment and see how that's going to work. And I think the fact that we're a small channel makes this something that we can do, so that makes it something that I want to do. This is also why I don't necessarily care about this idea of 2 videos a day so you can get more exposure, because if we become a bigger channel, we can't do this. I've seen what happens when people's channels get big. You drag in the trolls who just want attention, and they'll do anything to get it. You spam your chat, and it's hard to actually see what people are saying. You attract negative attention from other YouTubers, as all they're trying to do is suck up the attention that you have. I don't want any of that at all. That sounds like bullshit to me. So the fact that we're as we are, I'm good. I don't need all of that. I mean, I don't need the income either. That's one of the unique situations I'm in. I have a full-time job, so I can support myself. So I have that, so why push so dang hard to try to do this life of YouTube? It's not glamorous. Everyone I've seen who goes into it is stressed the F out to the umpteenth degree. I don't understand why this is a life that people want. I don't why would you want to? I mean, I get the fact that you get the admiration, you get the love and attention of a lot of your fans, but holy cow, the negativity could drive people to suicide. And I don't want to finish that sentence. It's bad. It can get really bad. So I don't want to be a big YouTuber. I don't need to be a big YouTuber. I want to have fun with you guys. That is what I want to do. And I want to make cool stuff for you guys to see. And so I'm abolishing the normal idea of Let's Plays. I'm going to be streaming them more. It's could be construed as lazy content, but it frees me up with that small window of time that I don't have for me to do things that I think would be more interesting and more worth your time as individual videos. Now, again, if you want to see the streams, they'll be up there. That way you can see little snippets. Occasionally, I might create montages based on the streams. Like, one of the things I want to do is when we get to like a good stopping point with Dark Souls 2, I'm going to make a montage of all the boss fights, because I know easily how I'm going to do that. I know where all the major boss fights are. I think that would be cool. That would be a fun video. So that's going to be a thing I'll make, because that's not a Let's Play per se, because you're showing the entire game almost laid out in front, but it's also a game that's been out, so it's not like it's spoilers either. So yeah. Now, the other thing I've been thinking about is also the fooling around with videos, which this is the idea of showing you guys a game that you may not have seen before. The thing is, this is already all over YouTube. It's called First Impressions. Everyone does it. They try to get this recorded, get it out there, be the first one so they can get as much attention on the video as possible. In turn, that gets the developer as much attention as possible. The thing is, if the game is good, there's a YouTuber who has already likely covered it and it's garnishing attention. So the point of actually trying to show off that video, the problem I have is that there's other YouTubers who more than likely have already done it. So what I might end up doing is gearing fooling around with, it used to be Fooling Around Fridays, the fooling around with videos, I might garnish that towards games that nobody gets attention from. Like, they're games that may not necessarily be ever popular, but I think deserve some kind of attention. Like the text adventure game. If you guys remember that thing was cool, and I think it would be awesome if that thing were to develop a little bit more. That way, like, I have a video out there, it has a chance for another YouTuber to potentially see it, potentially pick it up, and then garnish some attention. And I'm thinking that might be cool. That might be a better spent use of time, rather than trying to like find whatever's gonna be out there. Like, oh, Dark Souls 3, doing first impression of it. There's no point. That's like going to be all over the internet. So I'm going to experience that differently. There's literally no point in doing a first impression of that game, because there's no need for it to get attention. The only reason to do it is to show my reaction. What better way to do that than a Let's Play stream? So that way my reactions are there. Eventually we might create a montage, because like Dark Souls game, the best thing that is good for that is to essentially doing a montage of like how you slayed the bosses, your first reactions to them, and maybe potentially death compilations, although that would be a nightmare to make, because holy crap, it's hard to tell when you die in those games because it's all over the place. But you get what I mean. It's essentially, I don't think there's much point in doing Fooling Around Fridays with video games that everyone's going to see. Those are best left for, playing on stream, so that way we can all experience it, especially multiplayer. Like, I would love to do streams of multiplayer games, so that way we can play together. Like, MMOs are really good for that. Of course, there's the problem that not everyone can necessarily handle the MMOs that are out there, but there's lots out there. There's lots of like massive online games that we could all play, and we're not gonna like crash the server or anything, because we're not a big channel, so we could just go in and play a game. Which is also why like one of the live streams I want to do is something with like a modded Minecraft server, because I can host a server, we could play on it. You know, that could be a thing that we do. So yeah, not necessarily going to be doing a lot of fooling around videos or Let's Plays. It's all going to be stream content. And I'll reiterate, I realize this might seem like lazy, like, interpretation of doing YouTube, but I don't need to grow. I need time in order to do the ideas that I really want to do. There are going to be some series that are going to be kind of like a Let's Play. Monster Mastery is going to be an example of it. Once I finish that, That is definitely going to go up, and that is going to go as planned, but I do definitely want to try to keep that more machinima-like, or semi-machinima-like, kind of like what's commonly known as roleplay videos nowadays. Like, I want to be able to, like, play it, and then do, like, a little bit of story bits, and then intermingle them together, and then do, like, cool little cinematic stuff. It's just difficult to do that when I'm constantly worried about meeting these demands. Not to mention, I have definitely posted on the previous vlog issues that I've currently had, which I haven't been able to see anyone about. It's in the other vlog if you want to hear about it. I don't like talking about it. I need to find means to boost motivation. I need to find time to do the things I want to do. And I feel this is probably the best way to go. I realize the channel's not going to grow at all as a result of this, but it's fine. I don't need it to grow. I've like the subscriber amount, sure. That was a good amount. We got to what, 8,000 something. Whatever the hell that means. It's a number. It's like, okay. I'm not gonna make a living off YouTube. I don't need to. I want to make videos for fun. I want to have fun with you guys. That is going to be my mission statement for YouTube. I want to have fun. We're going to have fun, and that's going to be the channel. Like, it's Heroes and Fools. The idea is supposed to be, you know, what was it? Originally I was saying that, like, kind of like the title of that is that, you know, you are my heroes and we're the fools that make stuff. We're all heroes, we're all fools. We're all jesters of the court. We all are in this together. We're all going to help each other. We could also expand out to help those beyond us. I mean, we're not necessarily a knit community. We are people on YouTube. It's like there is no the heroes or whatever. It's we're people on YouTube. We're gonna have fun. That's all that really matters. There's no need to delve into these politics or whatever, or this idealisms of you gotta, you know, make videos. The videos gotta have high views. You gotta get high revenue. Who cares? Who cares? Like, why do we need it? We don't. We can have fun, and that's what we're gonna do. Now, a little note that I want to put, the major thing that gave me the pushing point I want to give credit to is Markiplier's video. It'll be in the description below. He makes a lot of points about what's going on and the direction of YouTube. I would highly recommend any YouTuber, please watch it. He makes various points about where YouTube is going, and it's not going a good place. That's like, I don't want it. I don't want anything to do with what that is. I don't want to go amongst like whatever dickery you have to do to get noticed by bigger YouTubers. I don't want it. I don't need it. We don't need it. We're going to have fun, and that is what this channel is going to be about. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Take care and goodbye.